Hello, Daycarn here. Welcome back to Torment. Last episode, well, we started walking around the Order of Truth. Got Snurf to give us an item to hopefully help the foreman that wants to bring his children apart. And met Salamir. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. Back so soon, she says, raising an eyebrow. You're far more dependable than Han ever was. In some ways, at least. I am helping Elgren here with a problem. Have you seen a priest name? Not recently. Mim may know where he is. However, she turns her attention to Elgren. Amazing, she says. First you wander about in Han's shadow, and now you're trailing after his castoffs. It's a wonder you ever found time to be an Aeon priest. She affects a pained expression. Oh, my apologies. You quit, didn't you? I keep forgetting. I'm surprised you even know what an Aeon priest is. Algren growls. The Order of Truth is supposed to share knowledge. You hide it. And with good reason. The Order is full of spies, cutthroats, imbeciles. None of them are worth the risk. Yeah. I don't trust you. Men of Tangling, a priest, tall and thin, dressed only in black. Narrow slashes of oil decorate his unknown skin like letters in an unknown tongue. His eyes are haired but alive with intelligence and humor. They land on you with a tiny flickering of recognition. Scan thoughts. She's back. I wonder what brings her here now. Then his eyes move to Elgren and hardens. Oh, good. No one shouted at me for hours. Oh, fun. I already said everything I need to, Elgren says, folding his arms. Anything else would be a waste of breath. What's going on? You're looking at Men of the Tangling. Head puppet of the Order of Truth, Algir says, jerking his head at Min. More interested in where the next shin is coming from than, say, doing actual research. This may shock you, Min says, and it shouldn't, because we've had this talk before, but the research into Numenera takes time. Orif needs a quiet place to work, he needs food and a bed, and none of this is free. Min sweeps a hand through his dark hair. Like it or not, and I know you don't, the slave families demand corporations for their shin, and if we don't maintain the levy network, if we don't play their games, the funding goes away, and so does the Order of Truth. Maybe that's for the best. Min ignores Aglin's snore of approval and then turns to you. Maybe, he says, rubbing the forehead, smearing the grease stains there. You know, I used to have time for my own work. It wasn't always, he waves his hand vaguely, politics and dinners and polite requests. He gives an Elgren a sharp look. We'll find the answers you're waiting for. I'm not asking for gratitude. I am asking for patience. And with that, he turns his full attention to you. I recognize you. It's been 10 years. Don't think we ever spoke. You were the one visiting Salamir all the time, right? Working on some sort of organic machine technology? You're mistaken. I've never been. Oh, he says, frowning still, his eyes linger on you, trying to remember where he's seen you by. What brings you to the Order of Truth? It's certainly her. Am I wrong? Or is there more going on than I am aware? Where is Orith? Looking into Elgern's problems, Min says, cocking his head at your companion. I think he mentioned leaving a note for you on his work table in case you stop by, but he was in a hurry. Can you tell me about your work? He says, shaking his head. That's a big question. Even on the best days, I specialize in mechanical Numenera, intelligence or not, and I haven't had much time for research since I started managing our branch of the Order. Okay. Yeah. I would be incredibly grateful if you did. Every other conversation I have revolves around how I'm ruining the Order, or not doing enough to save the Order. He rubs his forehead and the with the back of his callous hand. Please, ask me about wires and blinking lights. One of the foremen... Okay. Not the master foreman, I hope. One of him is more than enough. This sounds like something that would interest Neff quite a bit. Okay. Trying... Well, I already know who suppose we can. So, Callistics there. I'll talk to her in a bit. Examine. Interact. Small wire frame printer sits on the base of polished wood. Lying inside the print is a dull sphere of silverish metal. Lemon sphere. Suspended a wire palm. Touch the sphere. As you extend the thinner strands along the front of the cage retract towards the thicker frames, creating an opening large enough to fit the sphere through. Examine frame. Try to... yeah. Crud. No. Yes. Continue. Did that work? While examining, you try nudging it gently in a ship's particular manner. The effect is moving on the frame easily. Base. Take the sphere. Pull the sphere on the frame opening and immediately begins to glow like a... You pause for a moment, make sure there's no effects, then try to put it with the rest of your belongings. At some point, the sphere vanishes and reappears in the frame, only to gain dull grey. Apparently taking the sphere is not quite easy. Okay. Step away. Examine. Nope. Interact. This is probably the desk. Scattered with scrawled notes, papers, bonds, either extremely discarded or left. This is where the RF usually works. You left a message for me, it must be here somewhere. Sam then. Before you have a chance to examine them, Sam leans forward and plucks and folds a note at the top of it. RF is a paranoid boss. He writes all these messages and goes, looks like this one's for me. He breaks the wax seal and scans the note. As he reads, his throat grows tight with fury. Phone took my frame and left. He said it's not safe here. He wrote more about my tattoos, and he snaps his mouth shut. Never mind, he's not here. He glances towards the Empress. The priest, we can talk about this some other time. Examine. Okay. What's this? Yeah, I may as well say hello to her.
You're still traveling with the ambling mood dampener. Good. One shouldn't become too ebullient.
A handful of words, and you remind me how grateful I'm not. I don't see you every day. And are you, Elgin? Indeed, the summer happiness of my sisters have improved dramatically. Now, castoff. If you wish to speak to me, I need to retain my sunny disposition, by which I mean lose this wrench if you want me more admirable 2 words.
Here we go then.
Well, that's fun. Okay. Out we go. Change. Alright. So, where should I go? Builder's Trail. Seek passage to the Valley of Dead Heroes. So, just... yeah, probably should, but I'll do that next time I die. It's bound to happen. Okay. Come on. Let me through. Alright. Let's see if we can find a way out of here.
Why are you always sighing, Aligern?
Aligern.
You wouldn't understand.
So, boredom then? In case you haven't noticed, you don't have a monopoly on tragedy here. Done.
Well, at least every now and then they pipe up and I can learn names. Ooh, airships.
I'll handle it.
Talk to the sailor. No talking to the air tonight. Yeah, bad night.
Yes,
Okay. Guess that's a bad day. Master Renio. The airship master is keeping a nervous eye on his vessel. He is a short and weary man dressed to travel stained but well kept. He's chewing on an impeccably groomed moustache in frustration. As you approach, he turns away from his vessel. Welcome to Master Renio's app. I'm afraid that I will not be departing any time soon. Not since the theft. Uh-oh. I've always taken pains to see the best fruit. He swallows it, but that was before that runty glowing straw-head idiot stole the car. My praise to his ship. He shakes his ears, generally distraught. Until that thief is caught, my ships remain dark. Him! That's the thief. Thief? I never stole a thing in my life. I borrowed, certainly, but always with the intention to return the item to its proper owner. Though I must admit I haven't always been entirely successful. A damn conversation. My source of lively snatched by this vagrant. I require justice. I'll take it in the form of justice. Is there any other way to resolve this? I would prefer the guilty party make amends, but I would accept momentary compensation for the loss. I doubt the young thief has the money in hand, however. That four-eyed bastard won't pick up a pen without grease for his wheels, demands I'm given it. He pries at the bridge of his nose. I consider bringing the matter of the composition before the council clerk, but we had a number of arguments in the recent past. Really? He says. Well, good luck. The gentleman is somewhat difficult to work with. If you find the clock outside the... Okay.
Below. Above. Sideways.
Of course you cause trouble.
I'm always ready.
Oh, hope I don't lose you, because you're just so entertaining. Though I also probably have to sleep. Yeah, I should go sleep. I know there's beds back there, but I keep forgetting. Nope.
I'm ready.
Petitioner. Child. So there's an exit. Only one way? Nope. That's the way I want to go. Yeah.
Yes.
Come on, down we go. And probably with all this news, I'm going to leave it there once this loads. I'm going to save up and try and work out where I'm meant to go. Come on, load. I still haven't left the main town yet. Anyway, this is Daycarn, signing off. Bye!